Right now, you're watching this video because you decided to watch it. Maybe a couple of minutes ago, you were scrolling and the thumbnail caught your eye. Your brain weighed the options: scroll past or click. You made a choice. You moved your finger. You're here. This is the default setting of our lives. The feeling that we're in the driver's seat. You decide what to eat for breakfast, what shirt to wear, who to date, and when to quit your job. You are the author of your own story. Every morning, you wake up absolutely certain that you possess humanity's greatest gift: free will. You control your thoughts. You control your body. Or at least, that's what you think. What if I told you that you have never made a single independent decision in your entire life? That your sense of control is just a hallucination, cleverly crafted by evolution to keep you from going insane? Think about it for a second. How exactly is a thought born? Right now, think of any city in the world. Tokyo? Paris? Moscow? Why did that specific city pop into your head? You didn't pick it from a master list of all Earth's cities. It just appeared. It surfaced from the dark depths of your subconscious, fully formed. You weren't aware of the choosing process. You were only aware of the result. But if you don't control how your thoughts appear, how can you possibly control your actions? To answer that question, we have to look somewhere most people would rather ignore. Welcome to 1983, the lab of neurophysiologist Benjamin Libet, an experiment that terrified both the philosophical and scientific communities. Libet hooked up sensors to the brains and wrists of volunteers. In front of them was a clock face with a fast-moving dot. The instructions were absurdly simple. Flick your wrist whenever you feel like it, but remember exactly where the dot was on the clock the split second you made the decision to move. Seems simple enough. You feel the urge, your brain sends the command, your finger moves. Libet looked at the EEG data and couldn't believe his eyes. The machines showed an anomaly that broke the laws of time and common sense. Here is what the timeline looked like inside the subjects' heads. First, 500 milliseconds before the movement, a massive spike of activity fired in the brain, the so-called readiness potential. The brain was prepping the movement. Then, 200 milliseconds before the movement, the person consciously realized they wanted to move. They told themselves, "I choose to move now." And only then did the finger actually move. Let those numbers sink in. Your brain makes a decision a third of a second before you even know about it. Maybe milliseconds are just a margin of error. In 2008, scientists at the Max Planck Institute repeated Libet's experiment using modern fMRI scanners. The results were even more terrifying. By scanning your brain activity, a computer can predict your decision 7, sometimes up to 10 seconds before you consciously make it. 10 seconds. While you're standing in a coffee shop, agonizing over a cappuccino or a latte, your brain has already decided. It already sent the chemical signals. The choice is made. And here it is, the darkest secret of your psyche. That consciousness you call you, that inner voice listening to me right now, doesn't decide a thing. Your conscious mind isn't the CEO of the corporation called your life. Your conscious mind is just the PR department. Its only job is to invent beautiful, logical excuses for the decisions that your subconscious, your neurochemistry, and your hormones already made for you in the pitch black of your skull. You are not the author of your life. You're a viewer in a movie theater who got so deeply immersed in the film that you believed you were writing the script live as it played. You are a biochemical algorithm. And whether you pause this video right now or watch it to the very end was determined by the history of your nervous system long before the video even started. But if this is true, the cost of this knowledge is horrifying. If there is no free will, there is no merit. Your success, your career, your discipline, they aren't your victories. They are just a lucky genetic code and a favorable environment that wired the right neural pathways. And what about guilt? What about criminals? If a person does something monstrous, can we really hate them? Because the split second they pulled the trigger, their brain was just a hostage to a chain of cause and effect, set in motion before they were even born. Childhood trauma, genetics, serotonin levels. They didn't have a choice. Just like you didn't have a choice to click on this video. This knowledge is crushing. It downgrades us from the crown of creation to meat machines bound to the rails of physics. And yet, tomorrow you will wake up, you will pour your coffee, and you will feel free all over again. Why does our brain cling so desperately to this illusion? Because the illusion of free will is our social glue. It's an evolutionary tool that forces us to take responsibility. Without the belief that we are in control, society would collapse in a single day. Our brains lie to us every single day just so we can function, love, and build civilizations. We are right back where we started. The illusion hasn't gone anywhere. But now, hidden inside this dark truth, is your ultimate freedom. Think of your worst mistake. Think of that moment in your past that still tortures you to this day. The moment you told yourself, I should have done things differently. The truth is, you couldn't have. In that exact second, with that specific brain, with those exact hormone levels, stress, and life experience, your neural algorithm could only produce one single outcome, the one that it did. You have nothing to regret, nothing at all. You are simply a physical system, experiencing its unique path through the universe. Free will does not exist. And maybe that's the best thing that ever happened to us.